in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
he said Monday.
Like mundane, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The Nets come into an Eastern Conference contest in this game. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip. And, of course, Taj Gibson. We'll see how they continue to fare without him.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short-term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial considerations. So this is more than just about the player.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Robinson in at point guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. Brooklyn on defense. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. 2
on the clock. Rose, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Now, here is Robinson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Kilpatrick's got the first points up on the board for Brooklyn. Now, here's Butler. D right on him. And there's the feed to Rose. Gasol a screen. McDermott, no one around him. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Gasol against Robinson. Releases from the wing and drills it. Robinson's got his first points of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rose against Robinson. Rose kicks to Butler. A three-pointer, no good.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Young dishes to Robinson. From 11 feet away, again the Nets for 2. And so here is Chicago. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Here's Rose. Following the basket by Freak. There's the screen. Gasol kicks to Butler. No good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily that if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thanks again, Doris. And they'll keep possession. Another shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Butler's got his second basket of the night. Young outside. Hollis Jefferson passes to Young. Here's Kilpatrick. And he banks in the layup. Kilpatrick's got his second bucket.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. They set the pick. Here's Butler. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Robinson misses.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Temple comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's Chalmers in for Jimmy Butler. And Spates gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now. And this shot is really a difficult shot to make. Right out of the spin to get your balance and knock down the jumper, that's strong.
Jack against Rose.
Kicking too much.
Outside Jack. 5 on the clock. Can't get it to go. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside Rose to the inside. Noah. It's stolen by Jack. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Spates kicks to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 6. Rose dishes to Chalmers. Back to Rose. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And emerging as a superstar, tremendous growth from Freak. We caught up with ace defender Jimmy Butler about the challenge of trying to contain him.
My team, we're all guarding him as a whole. We're all guarding everybody as a whole. It's 5-man offense, 5-man defense. I feel like he's an incredible player, but I feel like that doesn't intimidate me at all. This is what you dream of growing up. You want to play against the best. You want to guard the best, to tell you the truth. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. I feel like now it's here.
But naturally, for a player like Jimmy Butler, who loves defense, plays terrific defense,